Hello everybody, welcome back to the show. In the previous episode, I upgraded my blood altar to be a tier 5 blood altar, which of course it is, via the addition of these beacons along the edges here. But I'm still using the tier 4 blood orb, which is the master blood orb. So it's time to upgrade to the tier 5 blood orb, which is called the Archmage's blood orb. As you can see here, the Archmage's blood orb requires a tier 5 altar, 75,000 life power, and a demon blood shard. Now you may remember that obtaining the weak blood shards was done by using the bound blade and killing some monsters. So you might figure that getting a demon blood shard requires killing some demons. Well, you would be wrong. The fact of the matter is that demon blood shards are obtained by killing elementals. Now I know what you're thinking. Wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. Shouldn't demons give demon blood shards and elementals give elemental blood shards? So we're going to need to do a number of things in order to get this demon blood shard. The first thing we're going to need to do is build the area or the device that allows us to summon the elementals. And for that, we need arcane pedestal and arcane plinth. The arcane pedestals are made with a weak blood shard and some obsidian. We're going to need 6 of those. And then a plinth takes another one of those arcane pedestals and surrounds it with some iron. So let me make those items and set that up. Okay, and then we place the pedestal and plinth in this particular configuration. Now the next step in summoning an elemental is we need to put specific items on each one of these pedestals, and the items that we put will determine what kind of elemental ends up being summoned by this process. Now I believe that there are 6 different kinds of elementals, but the elemental that I think I'm going to summon is the fire elemental. The fire elemental is summoned using incendium, and the reason that I'm going to use the fire elemental is because I have protection from fire, and so I'm thinking that that will make the battle with that particular elemental a little bit easier. At least I'm hoping so. Now as you can see here, incendium is made by using a lava bucket, 2 blaze powder, a nether rack, and a simple catalyst in an alchemic chemistry set. The simple catalyst is also made in the alchemic chemistry set. It is simply sugar, redstone, glowstone, and gunpowder. Now I've already built the alchemic chemistry set. It's right there. And I'm just going to go up here and use it because, why not? And I'll set it down here. So obviously the first thing I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to make some of these simple catalysts, and again, like I said, they're made like this. It's pretty simple. I do need 6 of the incendium in the end, which means I'll need 6 simple catalysts. Let me go obtain the materials for that. Using the alchemic chemistry set is simple. You just put in the ingredients of the item you're making. They don't even have to look, it doesn't have to be put in the same form that it is in this picture, as long as the correct items are in there. And once you do that, it will be ready to go. Then what you need to do is put your blood orb in this slot here. If we back out, there you go. There we've made a simple catalyst. I have my particles turned off, so let me turn them back on real quick. There we go. And you'll see this little red curly-Q particles coming out of the alchemic chemistry set. So that lets you know it's working. I wish there was something in the interface itself that kind of showed you a progress bar of it working, but anyway, it is actually working. It does use up your life power. So we can see here that making simple catalyst requires 200 life power for each one. And of course, making this incendium will require 500 life power for each one. So I have my 6 simple catalysts. And so to continue making the incendium, again, I'll need 6 netherrack, 6 times 2 or 12 blaze powder, and 6 lava buckets. So I'm going to do that and go ahead and make the 6 incendium. And now I have the 6 incendium. Before I summon the elemental, what I want to do is put looting onto my bound blade. I don't know if looting will have an effect of giving me a better chance of obtaining the demon blood shard, but at the same time I figure it can't hurt to at least try. So let's see what I need for looting. Oh, looks like looting requires zombie heads or something kind of heads, which I have plenty of those. So let's look at, there we go, looks like looting 3 for a cost of 40 levels. So looting 3 is the max. And a while back, I stuck a Killer Joe right here. Now, Killer Joe cannot wield the Dagger of Sacrifice in order to kill mobs. I would have loved it if it could, but for whatever reason it won't work. But if there's no player standing nearby, you can kind of see those experience orbs that are being dropped by the creepers as the drone kills them are being sucked into the Killer Joe. The Killer Joe will actually store the levels in it. So if I go here, yeah, look at that, 162 levels. This thing is storing 162 levels. So I need 40 for the book. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. So we'll go back in here and enchant this book with looting 3. There we go. And go into the anvil, put the bound blade, looting 3. So for 14 levels, I now have sharpness 5 and looting 3. Very, very good. So we'll activate it. My ranged weapon is activated. So I'm very much used to being able to teleport with my sword. Okay, so the next step is to take the 6 incendium that I made in the alchemic chemistry set, and I put one on top of each one of these pedestals like this. There we go. And I believe then I put my blood orb, which I left in the alchemic chemistry set. I'll take you back out. I believe I put that in the center, like this. And okay, lightning starts. And after lightning strikes each one of the pedestals, consuming that incendium, I should see a fire elemental. I have no idea how tough this thing is. So here we go. Oh, there it is. There he is. Ooh. And he is setting me on fire. I seem to be fine, so let me start attacking him. Ah, this is easy. No problem. Fire can't hurt me. I'm healing. Boom, he's dead. And I got the demon blood shard. Very nice. I was also unable to move. Well, I could move, but very slowly. So obviously it also has some type of an effect that allows it to keep you from being able to move very quickly. So that's a good thing to know as well. Take my blood orb back out of there. And so now I can put the demon blood shard into the tier 5 blood altar and get the Archmage's orb. So let's go ahead and do that. And there we go, the Archmage orb. So I'll take that out and bind it to myself with the right click. And so now if I use my divination sigil, looks like I've got almost 1,000,000 life power. If I put that in there to absorb some of the life power, it's going to go up. I believe that with the Archmage's blood orb, I can have up to 10 million life power. I don't think that I actually need 10 million life power, but you know, it's good to have the maximum amount. So I think I want to have another one of these Archmage blood orbs. As you can see, I usually leave one here, which will continuously supply me with life power. And then I like to carry one with me in case I need it to do anything with. So let me go ahead and work on making 6 more of the incendium and making myself another Archmage's blood orb, assuming that I can summon the demon to do it. Or the elemental, I'm sorry, the elemental. Okay, 6 more incendium. And we're going to summon another one of these fire elementals. There he is. Yeah, no problems at all. Extremely, extremely easy. He's down, and I've got the demon blood shard. And a second Archmage's blood orb. Take it out. Bind it to me. And that's the one that I will leave in there to slowly bring in life power to my personal network of life power. As you can see, I'm at 1.7 million life power. I can basically use my air sigil and fly around as much as I want. Woo! Nothing can stop me. Yay! Okay. The next thing that I want to do is I want to upgrade my ritual divining tool. Isn't that what it's called? Man, it's been so long since I've used it, I forgot what it's called. My ritual diviner. You can see there's actually 2 ritual diviners. There's this one, which you can see says cannot place dusk runes. That's the one I have now. And there's this one, which can place dusk runes. And I want to make it to that one. So you can see here I need 2 of these inscription tools for dusk, which is just a block of coal in the altar. And I need 2 of these demonic slates, which are made from imbued slates, which are made from reinforced slates, which are made from blank slates, which are made from stone. So I will make that real quick. Okay, and this upgrades my ritual diviner to be able to place dusk runes. Now the reason for that is I'm looking for a particular ritual, and it's called Mark of the Falling Tower. That's the one I want to do now. And the Mark of the Falling Tower, as you can see here, requires 12 dusk stones. So I couldn't do it without upgrading the ritual diviner. So again, I need to make 32 plus 16 plus 24 plus 24 plus 12 of the ritual stones in addition to a master ritual stone in order to create this ritual. And that's a lot of usage of the word ritual in one sentence. But I'm going to make all the stuff I need and come back. Alright, so I believe that I have enough of the ritual stones in order to do this Mark of the Falling Tower. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. I've come ways outside of my base to this area here, and I might as well just pick this spot here and start making the ritual stones. So again, just right clicking and holding down, and it should just automatically place all of the ritual stones where they need to go. And it looks like it's stopped, and it might be because of torches in the way. So let me take some of these out. Okay, and let me try this again. Right, it's going. I wish I could kind of see it happening at the same. I guess I could try to angle myself, but that's probably harder than it should be. So, is it done yet? I've got 3 more stones to place. Okay, it looks like it placed all 108 of the ritual stones. So I think that that is done. And it looks like that. Aerial view looks like that. Okay. Now, the other ritual I used, the Ritual of Binding, required a weak activation crystal in order to activate the ritual itself, but this ritual requires an awakened activation crystal, and that is made in the Alchemic Chemistry set. And as you can see here, I need 1 weak activation crystal, an incendium, an ether, an aquasalis, and another star, or I can make it with the demon blood shard, which is something that I would probably make it out of. The aquasalis is fairly simple to make, as you can see there, and the aether, not too bad, simple to make as well. So let me go ahead and make an awakened activation crystal, I'm going to go ahead and summon another elemental to do that with. Okay, once more summoning an elemental in order to get a demon blood shard. Hopefully by now it makes sense why you have to summon an elemental to get a demon blood shard. Got it. And so I should have everything I need. I've got a demon blood shard. I've got a weak activation crystal, aquasalis, incendium, and aether. Oops. And oops. What happened to my aether? There it is. And aether. There we go. I accidentally somehow managed to click on recipes, but that should turn into an awakened activation crystal. Excellent. Okay, and so this is what's used to activate that ritual of the falling, what was it called again? Ritual of the falling tower. But before I activate the ritual, I'm going to put some stones above it. So let's go over to it. And what I want to do is I want to build up from the master ritual stone, the center of the ritual itself. So I'm just going to go like this and fall down because I wasn't paying attention, and then go back up and fall down because I don't have fine control, and there we go. And then I'm just going to build a little 3 by 3 around this spot. So, whoops, right, like so. Okay, great. And now what I can do is I'm going to remove all of these blocks. Okay. Oh, hello, zombie. Goodbye, zombie. Another zombie. Obviously, this area isn't lit up. I have night vision, and so I can't always tell when area is not lit up. Now, my understanding is that this ritual will require 1 million life points in order to activate. As you can see, I've got almost 2.5 million life points, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. And the way this works is I'm going to activate the ritual with the awakened activation crystal, and then I'm going to throw what's called a reagent onto it as well. And in this case, the reagent is going to be stone. So let's see if this works. So activate the ritual. You feel a pull. Oh, I didn't bind this awakened activation crystal to myself. So shift right click it. There it is. It's bound to me. I always sometimes forget to do that. So, okay, here we go again. Right click it. A rush of energy, and then drop a stone onto it. And the stone was the stone got picked back by me because I have magnet ring on. Let's try this again. Can I drop it on there now? Okay, it looks like it went into it that time. And I'm going to step back. And I was killed.